Morning everyone, hope you're all well. Thanks for clicking on the video. So we're here at the policies. Oh, I can smell the wild garlic. We just connected onto the Southern Upland Way, which runs from east coast to west coast here in southern Scotland. Over 200 miles. The trail takes about 2 weeks for somebody to complete it, averaging about 15 miles a day. Yeah, so you fancy joining me today? Of course you do. Come on then. You can see the sheep up there making, looks like a circle. Come on, Days. You can see an old gate here, the remains of an old wall. Going up there, look. It's still got the gate post. So we're leaving the policies behind now. We're on the Southern Upland Way and we're just making our way towards the Tweed Valley. So this symbol here is the Southern Upland Way symbol. Here's a bench with a view. Yeah, there are many wild camps along the Southern Upland Way. Here's one example here, but it doesn't look too comfortable. As you can see here, somebody's left their foam mat and they put it across some branches that they've cut. That would be really uncomfortable. We're leaving Galashiels behind us in the background. There's Meagle Hill there. Treat some bones. They're quite fresh. Yeah, so I can see the Tweed Valley there in the distance. Hear the skylarks. And we're coming up to a field here with sheep, so it's time to put the dogs on the lead. Yeah, so these piles of bricks here are believed to be what our ancestors used to heat water. I think that's Selkirk there in the distance. So we're not far from the Rink hill fort. I haven't got the drone with me. It's developed a fault with the battery. So you can see why they built hill forts up on here. I'll just point Galashiels for you, which is just there. We're heading to this cluster of trees here, which is known as the Rink hill fort. We're inside the Rink hill fort. The first thing that is presented to you is these huge ditches. Yeah, thought to be one of the very old Pictish hill forts. Predates the Romans. Here's some of the ditches. It's like they were built of stone, and there's like a central living area. You can see where the roots of this tree have pulled all the stones. You can see just how tall the ditches actually are. Because we haven't got the drone, we can't get a good representation. Your keys. Yeah, so we're leaving the Rink hill fort behind us. And you can see why they built it up here. It's got perfect views over to Galashiels and over to the Aldgate hills. Just flip you around. So this farm we're approaching bears the name of the Rink hill fort. I'll try and find a sign for you. This old chimney's nice. This old chimney here is possibly an old engine house. There's old Tweed Bridge, and here's the new bridge. And there was once a bridge that crossed the railway line over to Selkirk. It used to run, well, it would have been alongside the river here, so it would have been about here. But here is why we try to save historic buildings. A perfect example of how crass modern architecture is. There's a type of wild garlic. It doesn't grow down south. Abbotsford House, the former home of the Scottish poet Sir Walter Scott. One of the main tourist attractions here in the Scottish borders. Going into that beautiful Victorian bridge, which would have crossed the railway line from Galashiels to Selkirk. Still got the original gate. There's other steam trains where they come galloping underneath here, back in the Victorian times. Just poking up out of the conifers there, that's Kingsnor Hotel. This is where the railway would have run through. There's Peter Wamsley's football stand in Netherdale. Hidden away down Tweed Grove. This used to be in the high street in Galashiels, one of the main centerpieces. Would have been a drinking fountain, as well as a lamp, a gas lamp originally. Yeah, look, a phone box from the 90s. We're in the old kirk at Galashiels. Yeah, so that concludes my walk today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra.